I'm Josh.
And I'm Janiyah.
And we're just us Shives, and we're back with another video for you guys. So y'all, today we're gonna be doing a video about how we first met. I know we told y'all we was gonna be doing this video in the first video.
Right.
So we're finally doing it like we told y'all. We got a few notes on how we're gonna go about this video. I know my head looked a little bit bad this time.
Oh! Ew!
Of the day, but we had to go and get this video out for y'all. We appreciate y'all for sticking with us and watching the past couple videos. Even if you haven't, please go back and watch those and leave a like on those. And yeah, we appreciate y'all. We're about to get started, so yeah, let's get straight to it.
Okay, so the first topic that we're doing is how we were individually a few months before we met. Okay, so for me, let's see, we'll start May 2020. May 2020 was my birthday. I turned 20 years old. I was in this really like weird space of God, like, do I completely be for you, or do I just prove that I'm grown? Right? Like, that's the place that I was in. I just decided to stay to myself, honestly. And May happened, my birthday was happening, you know, it was really cute. I did something at my granddad's house for me and my family. And then, let's see, around June, the beginning of June-ish, or end of May, I had finally decided, I was like, you know what, God, it's just gonna be me and you, we're gonna work this thing out, you know, we're gonna do what we gotta do. I'm gonna give you my yes, you know, gave God my yes, right? So I gave God my little yes or whatever, and then of course, after we tell God specific things, He's gonna test us on it to see if we're actually for real about it. So my test came, and the guy, you know, I don't even remember how we started talking. I don't even remember. But anyways, so we were talking over there with friends, and then we ended up dating. We ended up like, I ended up becoming his girlfriend, I think. And he lived very, very far away. It was long distance. That's the farthest long distance I've ever encountered before. And yeah, it didn't work out. It wasn't really the best thing for me. He wasn't for me. He wasn't the type of guy I needed in my life at that moment. He wasn't a bad dude. He just wasn't for me. And yeah, it wasn't working out. So I ended up going to Oklahoma, and then I told Ira, I was like, Ira, I had told the story briefly in the first video. I had told Ira about everything. If y'all watched it, you know, the first video, I gave a quick little brief about dude or whatever. But I told Ira, and we talked about it, and then I ended up meeting Josh. So Josh is gonna tell you what happened from his May 2020 experience until when we met.
So May 2020, I had recently got out of a relationship 2 months before, and later on down the line came July. I graduated in July from high school. I was only 18 because my birthday is April 30th, and I actually didn't know what I was gonna do with my life at first. But then during the summer, I got saved, and God came and picked me up, and He rescued me. And then after a while, I realized that I just had to sacrifice whatever I wanted at the time and sacrifice my life for the greater good, which was to give my life to Christ, because I knew that I could help others around me, and I could also do better myself if I gave my life to God. And that's exactly what I did. And later on down the line, even though I was getting ready to sign up for the Army, but God had other plans, because my friend had did this thing to get a scholarship at this one college. And I was like, how did you get a scholarship so easily? Like, both of us was not ready for college. And then he sent me to the person he got his scholarship from, and it was a choir scholarship. So he told me just send him 2 videos so that I can sing for him, so that I can get the scholarship. I did that, and I ended up getting the scholarship. And then later on down the line, I moved into school like 2 or 3 days before the school started for Coahoma Community College, and yeah.
So now we're to the point to where what happened the day that we met. Like how were we individually the day that we met, or what were our experiences? So my experience from that day was I was with Ira. Shout out to Ira, I love you, Ira. I was with Ira that day, and we went to go get some food. I was new to Clarksdale. I had moved in super early. As soon as the gates of Coahoma opened up, I moved into my room. And Josh didn't come till like 2 days after I got there. So I was with Ira. I had been there for a couple days. I was just, filling the place out or whatever. I had already told myself, I ain't trying to make no friends. I don't talk to nobody. I'm cool. By myself, I'm going to go to class, go to my dorm, talk to Ira, go to choir, go back to my room. Like, I was not trying to do, honestly. I wasn't trying to deal with nobody, honestly. And I had told myself that. And I meant that. And then I had told Ira about the situation with the dude that I was talking to. And I was like, Ira, I feel like bro ghosted me. I feel like, it's just a bunch of mess. Like, how many hours is he away? 10, 11, 12? He was like a double digit amount of hours away. I was like, he's not just regular hop and skip or drive. I'm not gonna do that. Like, it's not, no. Like, it's not working or nothing. I hate that. That's so ugly. I was like, it's not working or none of that. Like, that's not for me. Like, it's So I'm just gonna stop talking to him, and I'm gonna give God for real. Yes, like, it's gonna be me and Jesus. I had literally told Ira that, I think. Yeah, I told Ira. And I was real irritated. I was real mad because it's like, bro, like, nigga, come on now. But yeah, so me and Ira had got some food. He had to go back to the choir room to handle some business or something like that. So I was riding with him, and we went back to the choir room. So like I said, I had got there super early. So there were I had helped clean up the choir room one night. So I had met some people then, and I had sung for them then. So they already knew. Some of them already knew what I sounded like the early people already heard me sing. And yeah, so I got to the choir room, and I saw a bunch of people singing in the piano room. It was late at night. And I opened the door. I said, hey, I'm Janiyah. How y'all doing? And I spoke, and I closed the door. And I went to the conference room so I could sit down and eat, because I didn't want to deal with nobody. And the Holy Ghost was like on me. Like, the Holy Ghost was like, go to the piano room, go to the piano room. Go to the piano room, go to the piano room. And I was like, I'm not going in there. What am I going in there for? Ain't nothing for me in that room. Why would I go in there? I don't want to. I want to be by myself, to myself. I'm sick of this. I ain't got time for no more dudes. I ain't got time for nobody. Like, I'm tired. Leave me alone. Talk to the Holy Ghost. Like, for real. So I'm sitting there, and the Holy Ghost is steady on me, like literally doing this at that point. Go to the piano room, go to the piano room. You need to go.
Get your big nasty ass up, go get in the tub. Get in the tub now, right now.
And I immediately just caved in. I was like, you know what, because you're not going to leave me alone unless I go. So I got up, and I went to the piano room, and I walked in there, and Josh was staring at me. And you know how you can feel somebody staring at the side of your face? Josh was staring at me. And I was like, okay. And the only seat left was the seat beside his best friend, Quintarius, which is my brother. I love you, Quinn. But the only seat left was a seat beside Quinn. Quinn was on the piano, and then it was a seat in front of the class beside him. And everybody kept saying, can you sing something? Can you sing something? And I was like, no, I'm okay. I don't want to. So there's cameras in all the rooms of the choir room. And Ira was in the office with Dr. Towers handling some business. He heard me say, no, I'm okay, I'm all right. And he got up and came in the piano room and was like, girl, you better sing. You never know your husband could be in the room. And I was looking at Ira like, how dare you say that? And I just sat here and told you all this stuff in the car about what I'm dealing with right now. And you gonna tell me about a husband? Are you serious?
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
But yeah, that's what happened for me. I'm gonna let Josh tell the rest.
My point of view was, I didn't remember anything before we got in the piano room, and yeah, I know I was staring at her, like, cause she had on this red wig, and y'all, I'm gonna show y'all a picture. Well,
I got a picture.
yeah, I think she said she got a picture, so we gonna show y'all. But yeah, and she was looking all fine and stuff, and I was like, I think I'm gonna talk to her, because you know, yeah.
No, you cannot talk to me.
But I did though. So we ain't studying what she's saying. But anyways, she walked in the choir room and stuff. Cause we was all waiting on her to walk in there. Quinteris was on the piano and stuff, and we was already messing around singing and stuff. And then me and Janiyah, we ended up like singing a song. It was Best Part by her and Daniel Caesar. Quinteris was playing the piano because we had already sung that song before somewhere else. I couldn't remember where it was, but he already knew how to play it on the piano. So everybody kept on begging Janiyah to sing. So and since it was a dude part on the song, they asked me to go ahead and sing it since I already knew it.
No. This is what happened with that. That is not what happened.
That is what happened.
No, it is not. You lied. You lied. You lied. That ain't what happened.
Baby, I promise you that's what happened.
No.
They
asked me to sing, and then they said,
Coronavirus!
Quinn said, do anybody know the part? Yada, 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 yada. And he was like, I know it. And then you said about
That's what I'm saying. They was asking
No.
if it was a dude part. I mean, since it was a dude part on the song, could I go ahead and sing it? So I was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and sing it.
You know.
And then Janiyah ended up singing, and we already know Janiyah can blow.
Live.
So when she was sitting there singing, it shocked the freak out of me and Quinteris. So we were sitting back in our seats doing something like this. And then my part came along and I was singing, and then somehow me and Janiyah, like, we was like real intimate with our singing. We was like kind of singing towards each other, because the song, if you listen to the lyrics.
Let's say something. Okay, so if anybody know me, y'all know if I'm gonna sing a song that's not a gospel song, don't mess around, let it be a love song. If it's not a gospel song, I'm gonna perform. If it's a gospel song, I'm gonna take it for real. But if it's not a gospel song, I'm finna perform like I mean this, right? So I'm sitting here singing to Josh, don't know Josh from a can of paint. Singing to this man like I'm in love with him. But his didn't feel like a performance to me. Like, I felt like you meant what you said. Like, I was like, okay, all right. But yeah.
So after that moment, we then had a worship moment after that. And when I tell you the Holy Ghost was in there,
Heavy.
how?
Hey, God, I thank you. I thank you, God.
He was in there. The Holy Ghost was in there. He just said, boom. He knocked all of us out. And we was up in there crying, boo-hooing. And then after the worship moment, me, Quinteris, and Janiyah ended up talking. And like we kind of got to know each other and stuff.
Okay, after with the worship moment, we got done, and I was speaking to everybody. I was like, "Hey, how you doing? I'm Janiyah. I'm Janiyah. hey, I'm Janiyah, yeah. And I was literally going in a circle. So then I got around to Josh, y'all. And Josh looks me in my eyes and says to me, you're my wife. You don't know it yet, but you're my wife. I'm gonna make you my girlfriend first, but you're my wife. So I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. I'll be on the choir wife, like, cool, yeah, cute, whatever. And he was like so serious. Like, this man told me I was his wife. And then I was just like, okay, sure. And then later on that night, me and Quinn and Josh ended up talking. We ended up talking, and we were sharing like our testimonies and how like God brought us through things and how God helped us and stuff like that. And I ended up telling Josh about, I ended up telling Quinn and Josh about a piece of my testimony when I was suicidal and how God, like what happened and how God kept saving me over and over again. And Josh was like, oh my gosh, are you serious? And I was like, yeah. Because to me, I look at my testimonies and they make me smile. So I'm sitting there, so I'm like, yeah, this is what happened. And Josh was like, can I hug you? So let's rewind a bunch of years, y'all. When I was 13 years old, that's when I first decided I want to be a wife first and then a mother. And then, I want to be a wife and a mom. I've been wanting to be a wife and a mom since I was 13 years old. I was 20 at the time. So I had prayed in between that 13-year-old to 20-year-old age. I think I was 18. I was 18. I had prayed. I was like, God, when I find my husband, I need a specific feeling. I said, I don't even know how to explain the feeling, and you know the feeling that I'm talking about. So whenever I get that feeling, that's how I'm going to know that that's my husband. Josh hugged me, and I still do not know how to explain the hug to this day. Like, it was that feeling I had prayed for when I was 18. So I was like, God, like, hello, did this really happen? So we was hugging, and in the middle of a pandemic, mind you, COVID is still on rampage at that time. And I was like, you give really good hugs. And then that was that night.
Yeah, I had been wanting to be a husband since I was 16 years old, because everybody else in high school had toxic relationships, and I was like, I don't want that. I want to settle down early. You know what I'm saying? So when I was 18, same age as her, that's when I got saved. I prayed and told God like what I needed and not what I wanted. I lied. I told God. I told God that I wanted what I wanted and not what I needed at first. But then after a while, I got to what I needed. I told God, I was like, just send me what I need, because at this point, I'm tired of the world and all this crazy stuff is going on. I need me somebody on my side. I need me a wife. And then later on down the line, a couple things happened. And now, ding dong.
Keep in mind, Joshua was 2 years younger than me, so the same year that I prayed for God to give me a specific feeling when I meet my husband is the same year that he prayed for God to give him a wife that he needs. So then we started talking on down the line and stuff like that, and Joshua did something that I've never had happen to me, ever. Like, he wanted to build a friendship first. He was like, all relationships are great when you're friends first. So we built a friendship. Literally, we were friends. Like, we were talking, but we built a friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's my best friend before anything else. And that's amazing because I prayed. I told God, I said, God, I want to marry my best friend.
And y'all want to know something that's crazy? I had literally, remember I told y'all about that relationship where I had broke up 2 months before May. We weren't friends before we got together. We just up and chose to get together, and we barely even knew each other like that. We knew each other through somebody else, but we barely knew anything about each other. And we went through a huge breakup and stuff, but it was simply because we didn't really set a foundation of being friends at first, and we didn't really get to know each other to see how each other were gonna be and test each other out in the talking stage and the friend stage. So we just ended up getting in a relationship, and it just messed everything up. So I went through that earlier that year, and then it was the perfect moment, because then when I got to her, I was like, yeah, we're gonna develop a friendship so that the same thing won't happen again. And so that's definitely God. God works in mysterious ways, man. I promise.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so we built a friendship first, because normally when back when I was dating other guys, normally we just start dating. Like, hey, you cute, I have a crush on you, I have a crush on you too. We just start dating. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, we talk for 2-3 weeks. Okay, we gonna be your girlfriend, we gonna be your boyfriend. Like, you know, stuff like that. We gonna be my girl. Like, I've never, you know, stuff like that. So I had told Josh, I think you asked me, like, I don't even know how this subject came up about past relationships and when guys used to ask me to be their girlfriends. And I told him, I said, I've never been asked out in person. Ever. Every time it was through text message or on the phone or phone call, or, you know, or either we've been talking so long, they just end up calling me their girlfriend, and we ended up becoming girlfriend and boyfriend like that. I had never had anybody ever ask me in person, hey, will you be my girlfriend? Like, in a specific type of way. Or a special type of way, whatever. So I told Josh that, and he ran with it. He ran like Forrest.
Nigga, I was running.
Ran with it. And so 2 months had passed by. It's now October. I thought Josh was gonna ask me out in September, y'all. I thought Josh was gonna ask me out in September, because I was like, August done passed by. September is flying. Like, when is this nigga gonna ask me to be his girlfriend? What the freak is going on? Jesus. But yeah, he asked me October 1st. And I'm gonna tell you about October 1st, 2020. The day before October 1st, Josh had told me to just dress up because we were gonna take some pictures or something, which was cool because we were supposed to be taking pictures anyway. So I wasn't dressing up. I had just threw a cardigan, honestly. And what happened?
Me and Ira came up with a plan to stall you for the whole day.
Oh my gosh. Dude, Ira held me hostage for 2 hours. 2 whole hours, Ira held me hostage. Okay, I had went to class, I had went to choir practice, and Josh had left. And then Ira was like, hey, can you run to the house with me? Or can you run such with me? I was like, okay, cool, because it's Ira. Normally that's what I do with Ira, it's cool. So I'm like, okay, cool. I didn't know where Josh was. I thought Josh went back to his room to take a nap. Honestly, I wasn't really thinking too much about it. So I was with Ira, and we was in my car. And we were supposed to go somewhere. We ended up staying at the band hall, y'all. Ira was in the band hall talking for like an hour and something. Then we drove around Clarksdale. Sorry, y'all, the camera had died. So, like I said, Ira and I were driving around Clarksdale for 2 hours long. Eventually, we finally ended up back at the choir room. When we got back to the choir room, Josh had grabbed my food in my hand. Because I had Ira give me some food because I was hungry. Josh grabbed my food and stuff like that, and what happened? We do have videos of all this stuff, so honestly, you're gonna see what happened. Oh, this is so cute! It's elephants on. Ah! Oh my face! You put it.
I picked the ball.
Listen,
Everybody.
no.
I made the ball. Put in the park.
You picked.
Amen.
That's why you left me yesterday. That's why all y'all were acting weird today.
And that's why I had to take you off my room.
Yeah, I know. That's why you took an hour to talk today. I was like, I told her, I said, everybody's acting weird. Yeah. This is so dumb.
I wrote this song. That's
Yeah.
someone that I can adore because what Josh says love. They got parties.
Keep going for me because y'all didn't sing. I ended up walking to the room and he had all these things set out for me, set apart for me, set aside for me rather. And he asked me to be his girlfriend. I cried. It's really beautiful. He of course, like I said, we built a friendship first, so he knew all of my favorite things and stuff like that. And he had all of that set up. He had all that set up. He had our friend Omega. I love you, Omega. He had our brother Omega make me a Mickey Mouse head because I really love Mickey Mouse. He bought me a new Mickey Mouse shirt to add to my shirt collection. Hence the Mickey Mouse shirt. It's one of my mini shirts. He had set up our first date. Like, it was a whole thing. I had been wanting Chinese food for so long, y'all. For so long. And I was in Clarksville and I was like, bro, ain't no good Chinese food down here. And I had just all I wanted was some rice, some combination rice. That's all I wanted. And I couldn't find one. Because the one I had tried wasn't that good to me. And Josh found one. And that's literally every time we go to Clarksville, just about, we go there to get us some, we go to Seafood City in Clarksville to get us some seafood, literally. And some sesame chicken. We get the same thing every time. Sesame chicken and combination rice. But yeah, because Tupelo's 2 hours away. I was not finna drive 2 hours for no rice. And so he had found it. He had found it. And that was our first day. We ended up painting this cute little painting. I still have the painting.
I forgot about that painting.
I still have it.
And during the day, also, we had like candles and stuff on the table. Like we already told y'all, they was singing and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, no, we didn't tell y'all, but
we ended up writing a song that night. They ended up singing a song that night, and I wrote the lyrics to it.
it is copyrighted.
It's very much copyrighted.
So
We have the copyrights to that song. So yeah.
And during the date as well, I also had a guy that I knew at Kahoma. His name was Jalen. He was playing the piano for us throughout the entire date.
It's so
and
pretty.
it was really dope. I really appreciate everybody for helping out because they didn't have to, but God put it on their heart to help me at the time where I didn't have enough to do it all by myself. So we thank God and we thank those special friends that we have in our group for everything that they've done for us to help us so far and to get what we are now.
Also, so this is how it really came about. Like, how part of it came about. Besides Josh wanting to do something big for me, to ask me to be his girlfriend because he just knew that it was gonna be the last time I was gonna be asked to be a girlfriend. So it came about because we were on TikTok and Quintarius had did a TikTok where he had set up a date night for his girlfriend, Talazia.
Yo, if you really want to surprise your girl, give her a date outside. I promise you, you won't regret it. Here's the result. All right, girls, thank you. They're finna our food.
Where are your waitress? Come on, we gotta go over here. She said waitress.
No, y'all can go in now.
Oh, we need to pull up.
No,
So pretty.
because I got food in my mouth. Don't.
Blushing all night, y'all. Success. Bye.
Which they're still together now, I love them. They're so amazing. But he did this beautiful little date night in the backyard, and I was just like, oh, that's so cute. Like, I've never experienced something like that. That is so beautiful. And I was like, I would love for something like this to happen to me. And that's what Josh did for us. It was our first date. He had set up with the candles, and we had did like a painting, and then we ate our rice, and we had our drinks, and he got the, what else did he do for me? The Mickey Mouse sculpture head, the Mickey Mouse shirt. I love elephants. Elephants are my favorite animal. He had Malachi draw elephants on the board with our favorite song at the time, but our song was Blessed by Daniel Caesar. And he had Malachi write the lyrics or the phrase on the board real cute. It's really beautiful. Y'all will see with the videos and the clips and stuff that's going on. Y'all will see what's going on with that. But that night was beautiful. That night was everything. I love that.
Dope. A1.
It was beautiful. But yeah, y'all. That's how we met. That's how we started dating.
That was our TED Talk.
Oh my gosh, he's been on this TED Talk. I don't know why.
But yeah, we appreciate y'all for sticking around with us. We're sorry for the inconvenience with the camera. Our camera went out, so we had to do this part over again. We appreciate y'all for sticking with us. That's why my glasses are, because I got a bit frustrated. But yeah, thank y'all for sticking around with us and watching our videos and sharing and liking and commenting, because y'all don't have to, but y'all love us enough to. Please go share this with y'all family members, friends, and anybody else y'all know.
Share this with everybody.
We could use.
Share this with the people you work with. Share this with the homeless men on the corner so you can go to the library and watch it on the library computer. Share it with everybody. Share it with Big Mom in the nursing home. Share it. Like, comment, subscribe, turn notification bells on
Do that.
so you can be notified because we about to leave.
Turn that bell on, because we about to start hitting y'all with videos. Some of these videos gonna surprise y'all. But we appreciate y'all. Once again, we love y'all. Thank y'all for being a part of the Shives Tribe. Please go comment Shives Tribe in the comments as well.
Yes.
And we thank y'all again. Peace out.
Bye.
More to come.
Hold me close till I get up. Time